Maybe you find these platforms a little boring, but they are very important to understand the market, exactly where you are going to make money. In the previous videos, we talked about potential market and product to sell and some tools that we use to find international market, target market. These tools give us information about products that countries import or export and the important issues such as the commercial rules. Today, I am going to talk about one of these platforms. Okay, let's continue on the screen. I prefer to talk more about business tools, but because of being new in YouTube, I have to choose more popular topic. There are many platforms same the ITC like oec.world, and I try to use them in my future video and lessons. This is OEC website, and this website is Trade Atlas. This is a search engine to find, export and import businesses and companies. So for now, I'm going to find a market for refractory brick. Product doesn't matter, just try to learn and understand working with these tools. This is refractory brick. As you see here, we have platform that each one could be very unique and very important and practical and useful. These platforms belong to the ITC or International Trade Center, and you can count on these data. Let's start with the first one, trade map. Trade map give us useful statistics data. So we have planned to export refractory brick. So here I should write my product, and in the second part you should write your country. I want to export this type of product from Iran. So here we have a statistics data for this market. So here we have a table of countries that import this product from Iran, and you can sort all data from this section. Here we have a tariff. In this part we have a value exported in 2020. By choosing map from this section, we have a previous table, this table, in a different format. This is our origin for this product, and write a table that we meet here. Let's have a review. We decided to export refractory brick from Iran. Here, as you see, 67% of this market, 67% of bricks that Iran export are belong to Iraq market, and Iraq's share of this market is 67%. We have a Kazakhstan that it have a 19% of that it has a 19% of this market. So most of the export are belong to Iraq. So Iraq is our first market to export this product. If I click on Iraq map, we can see other countries that supply this product for Iraq market. In previous page, we found that 67% of bricks that Iranian export is belong to Iraq market, but now we can see only 15% of this market are supplied by Iran, and China has a more share in Iraq market, and it's about 78%. So we can say we have more potential in Iraq to export our product. So trade map give us statistics data and could be very useful to find potential market as well as actual market size. Except statistics, this platform has another usage. In the first section, I select my product. Second part, we select our country, origin country, and third one is our target market. Now here we have another usage of this platform, companies. As you see, it doesn't work. It's only for VIP version. I mean, you should pay monthly to ITC for have access to this part. Second platform, market access map. Here, except statistics data, we have more data to analyze the market. Here you should search by HS code, and if you don't have your product HS, by click on this part, you can search your product HS code. Here, as you see, we have all type of bricks HS code, and refractory brick, this is our special code. Sometimes we meet a problem here. Here don't give me any result, or problem in search is referred to this country, not product. Let me search, let me change it to Russia and search again for refractory brick. It worked. Okay, this page is about market access condition. It means all rules that you need to know before marketing and decided to and make decision to export your product to your target market. Here you have all export rules for your product. Here you can download all data in details. This is main page and you should change it to your language. So in market access platform and in first section we talked about and we had rules and conditions that you need to know before export your product. Second part is about compare access. Let me continue this video with Russia as our target market for brick, because this platform hasn't enough detail about Iraq market. In compare market, we are going to talk about our destination, and these platforms give us data about our competitor. In this chart we have two important sections. This part, tariff code, and here import value in 2020. I want to sort by import statistics. Here I can find my country at the first page, and between the main suppliers, brick suppliers in the Russia market. Here we have this table in map version. This is target market Russia. So here, as you see, we have a 12% as a tariff, applied tariff for this product, and this is one of the reasons that we didn't export this product to Russia. But here, these countries, you can't see any applied tariff for this product. So in the first section we get known with the rules, and second part we find many details about access and compare with other countries that supply or a special market and product. But about third section, working with these platforms maybe bother you or being bored, but it could be very helpful for your business and give you important details about your market, where you are going to make money. In the third section, analyze market, we have a trade agreements. Trade agreements is the reason that some of the countries don't pay anything as a tariff on products price, and it could be very helpful to country to compete with other countries. My country that I want to export brick to Russia, origin of my product. Lately we had an agreement in 2019. I should have a look at these agreements details, and maybe we can export our product to this market, and it could have a good potential to export our product. And the latest section, download data. Here we have a statistics data, and you should register fully register with your email or Gmail, and this part gives you good data in Excel file. So you should select trade and report your origin country. Here you should choose your target market and about product. Here we have all data and in an Excel file. We just should take a time to sort these details. Third ITC platform, export potential map. Previous platforms help us to find which market is good for us to sell our product, but export potential could be useful to find the right product to sell. As an example, I can search sort my search by target market. If I want to sell anything to Russia, here we have a export potential for polyethylene products. $54 million is our export potential for this market, as well as you can sort for your special product. About refractory brick and ceramic and tile, here we have a $14 million potential to export our product, and it could be very good market for export these materials. Gap chart tell us which product has a better situation to export, and as you see, ceramic and tile and brick are in 6th rank, and as a special about refractory, here we have a $50,000 as a export potential. In analyze export potential section, we can see which industry has a better situation to export products from Iran to Russia. Tomato has a better situation in this market, and as well as ceramic. So here we should select country as exporter. Here we find our market, or as well as we can select all countries and compare them together. And here we can search, and here we can customize or search by select a special product. These sections was the most important platforms ITC platforms, and here we have 6 platform, and all of them could be useful. And I want to have a small review for each platform. This is market price information, and it could be useful platform for agriculture market, and here you can search your product and compare prices with the other countries, and by searching on price and compare, you can find your target market price information. Investment map. These platforms are good for foreign invest. Here we have statistics data. You can search by country, and here you can find your industry. These platforms are good for investor. Rules of origin facilitator. These platforms is about trade agreements, and we had these platforms in here and in market access map, as if you remember. And here we have a separate platform for trade agreements. You can search by this section. And here we have another important platform, and except these 3 platforms, this is my favorite, and it's a global trade help desk. Here you should select your country and your product, and it could be very useful platform to help you to know in previous platforms. You should do compare data and statistics with yourself, but here these platforms do this job for you, and finally gives you good data, and it could calculate your cost and time and compare your situation with your other countries and supplier. Thank you for following this video. Our lesson will continue, and if you would like to follow our video series or support us, just click on subscribe and bell. Let's go for our next lesson.